Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday market webcast. Okay, so we printed 53.2275 back on Thursday. We had a little bit of a upper band ride here for about 3 days here on the June chart. And you can see, it's been pulling back, not violently, just steadily. We've seen these before, working it back and working it back and working it back. So my question, and the title of this webcast is, will this dip be any different? Is this going to be any different, or are we going to come back into the area of the 9-day? Maybe we can come back into the area of the 20-day. Everybody gets super excited when we do that. And then the Bears trip over a blade of grass, fail to reach the end zone, fumble the ball, it gets picked up, and run the other way, 80 yards for a touchdown. That's been going on for a while. They pull back, they can't get it done, we go back to new highs. And we talked last week, and if you haven't watched those, please do. Until the 9-day and the 20-day and the weekly pivot get converted into resistance, you're not going to see anything meaningful to the downside. And I also think you're going to have to have news that's going to be the negative wind. The wind of those negative sales, so to speak, if you really want to take this thing, downstream big time. You need some momentum, and it's going to have to be a combination of price and news. In a vacuum, this thing clearly wants to go up. I mean, if this chart doesn't convince you that in a vacuum this thing wants to go up, nothing will. This is an extended uptrend. Hourly chart, you see the new weekly pivot there, 52.64.75. We talked last week about how we were going to probably end up back in the same old story of weekly pivot in the 9-day. Can they convert the weekly pivot in the 9-day? They're going to have their opportunities. I think those opportunities start today, worst case tomorrow. What you don't want to do if you're the Bears is just glide on into the weekly pivot here, hold it as support, and start lifting back up and through. Take out 5,300 again, because if you do, this 53.2275, zero chance of that holding as the high. You'll get a new high. If you don't want that, convert these two areas. You can look back on this chart and see all the different ways that they tried to convert these two areas and were unable to get it done. Well, hope springs eternal. Here we are. Here's another opportunity, Bears, to do that. And if you do that, then you got to get down here, and this is where the real work gets done. That's where you didn't get it done here, and you didn't get it done here. You need to get it done. If you do that, then, the baseline assumption that I've taught for over 10 years on daily chart is any instrument, whether it's futures, stocks, currencies, whatever, doesn't matter. You slap Bollinger Bands on there. Anything that wants to trade between that middle band, the 20-day simple, and the upper band is a buy dips tape. And that has to be your focus. Shorts are rentals, longs are more extended trades. Conversely, if it wants to trade between that 20-day and the lower Bollinger Band, those are sell rallies markets. Longs are rentals. You find lower highs that are working. Those are your trades. So this dip buying mentality is staying very true to that basic notion, just like it always has. These dips continue to get bought. If you want the sell rallies tape, convert the green line and start heading down to this yellow line, so on and so forth. That's how you get a tape that the perma shorts and the Bears and everything will make Twitter a much less hilarious place to read. Every time we go ahead and go back to the new highs. What's the easiest way to do it? Well, the easiest way to do it is to take all of your opinions and ideologies out of it. And we've talked about this a million times, but it's Monday morning, so let's talk about it again. The easiest way to handle all of this is to just trade price in a risk-responsible, consistent way. You can be short. We were short. We had some nice shorts last week. Nice short on Friday. When those shorts stop working, you need to change direction and get long. And if you're one of these people that says, I just can't buy this, I'm not buying this, I'm not buying this here, it's too high, it's all the excuses that we make. And it happens when we get down to I can't sell this again. We've gone down far enough. Blah, blah, blah. You hear it all the time. The I just can't or I just won't spurs from not really having a reliable risk strategy, from just wanting to get comfortable in a trade that's not working. And how do you get comfortable there? You add and you add and you add, and you turn a small problem into a massive problem, where you're focusing on things that aren't working versus focusing on the things that are working. And that becomes a larger part of your account than anything. And that's how you do the 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, and we've all been there. But the simplest way to do it is to cut all that noise out and really, really focus on price and consistency. And that's what we try to do every day. All right. Have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Come check us out. Let us teach you how to deal with this stuff in a better way. We're absolutely willing to do it. It's a great group of people, and we look forward to meeting you. All right, take care, trade them well. We'll talk tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.